Hardies and Hardos. Meet the new hard-headed sports guest, Archibald. Archie, my kitty. He
This
doesn't want
man's
to be
trying
out.
to escape already. Goodbye.
He has the zoomies right now.
Classic.
Yeah. Spinny.
What's up?
How's the summer been?
It's been a hot minute. We've been everywhere. Carolina,
Yeah, sorry,
Florida,
Hardos. We
Indy.
had a... Oh, Indy.
Yeah, all the things, baby.
Oh, yeah, Spinny's been out and about at all these volleyball tournaments. AAU for me. Yeah, Spinny and I, Hardos, we just had to take a couple-week break. You know, we're in the dead season of the sports year. Let all this NBA news accumulate before we can't come back and chop it all up and break it all down. I'm excited to talk this stuff. I'm sure you're going to be depressed about certain subjects, but
Bus has got a big old long rant for us, so let's get to it. I'm don't want to hear it, but I'll have to. So let's hear from Jack first.
we have to start with the NBA. Spinny, there's been an absurd amount of movement this offseason, as there always is, though, but we haven't covered a single thing of it, Spinny. So where do you want to start with the Wolves? Do you want to start with the Jaylen Brown situation? Where do you want to go first?
Man, I thought you were going to start with your GOAT. What are you talking about?
I
Tom
was just
Brady signed with a new team. I'd be like,
I was just going to bury it a little bit. All right, we'll start with LeBron. LeBron.
What?
LeBron, 2 years, $8 million. Everyone knows by now. Player option second year. The Philadelphia 76ers. My immediate reaction was just shocked. Obviously, they were rumored to be in like the top 3, top 4 the whole time. I just never really envisioned it. I thought if he was going east, he was going to Cleveland or Miami the whole time. So when he said 76ers, I was like, what the hell? Obviously, on paper, it makes sense. Their starting lineup is absurd. But I don't know about you, Spinny. I was just blown away that he actually chose the Philadelphia 76ers.
Yeah, I didn't see that coming. I think, look, Maverick tells the truth a lot. And man was talking about all the things with the Knicks, right? Of they had this and they had that. Star guard, wings that could defend, a big. And then it was well, Bron would have went to the Knicks if they didn't just win the championship.
Right.
Philly has everything of the same thing that they were talking about. All the things, right, are what Philly has. Philly's in a similar situation to what the Knicks were before this year. They haven't won a championship in, almost 40 years. So I think it's just all the things together was what LeBron wanted, and it was a good fit. And we underplayed how much the competition part mattered in comparison to the family and friends part.
Yeah, facts. That is true. What do you think about the going east aspect? Because, man, I mean, on paper, I feel top to bottom, the East is better than the West now.
Yeah, probably, but the top end of the West is better.
The top 2 teams in the West are 2 of the top 3 in the league, right? And I get that. So
I think Denver and Minnesota are just as good as anybody in the East as well.
Right.
Honestly. So I
agree.
Those 4 teams, right? And then, it probably drops off quicker.
Then it drops off, yeah.
The Knicks are probably better than the Wolves. I'm not going to say they're better than Denver. I know they just won the ship. I know all the things, but I'm not going to say that. Boston's worse than they were, and I'm just I have no idea what that's going to look like. And I mean, who else? Toronto, if the Kawhi thing actually happens, but we're still in aspiration freaking hell.
Yeah,
no one knows what the heck's going on. And then maybe Indiana, right? But other than that, I don't think there's like a top tier team unless I'm missing somebody.
No, yeah, I would say, yeah, they're deeper, but they're more beatable than the top two in the West. So, yeah, I get it from that standpoint. But I just like, there was too much talk on social media about him like trying to escape the West. I'm like, do you guys pay attention to all this other movement? Like, the East is pretty damn loaded right now. Like,
Yeah.
like a first round matchup for the Sixers is not going to be a cakewalk in that conference.
No, it's not.
The Maxey, what do you think? Okay, basketball wise, fit wise. Well, I see a lot of people, okay, well, 140% usage, all the 5 starters combined. There's only one ball, right? But to me, I think like the 5 players and their skill set makes sense to me. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, big rumor that came out yesterday was Bron's going to play point guard, which obviously makes complete sense, I think. Putting the ball in his hands the most and having Maxey and Edgecombe off the ball. Like, those two off the ball are absolutely disgusting. Like, I can't imagine Maxey shooting easier threes than he shot last year. And what that's going to look like. Like, that to me is just going to be an unreal unleashing of him on the perspective of defenders having to, like, come off the catch and shoot fake or all the things. Maxey coming
right,
off.
Exactly.
There's so many things.
Opens up the ball screen. Maxey can go set a ball screen for Bron. And all of a sudden, there's a small guy switched on to LeBron, or there's a bigger, slower guy switched on to Maxey.
Yeah, and there's just so much like the main 4 can do anything well, and some things really good. So I'm just like the intermixing of that. And I mean, it's Nick Nurse, right? So I'm guessing most of the game is going to be only 2 of them on the court at a time, right? And they're going to do a big like rotational flips when they're all 4 playing, right? But
yeah,
we'll see how that all irons out. I don't hate the basketball fit either, but like, I think something being underlooked a little bit is like the Jaylen Brown scenario. Like, the whole reason he left was to have his own team and be the guy. And like, he was it sounds like he was kind of a jackass in the locker room. I don't know if that's true, but it seems like that's what was going on. So like, how's that going to work in a city that kind of hates him with where he's not going to be like the main guy?
Report, that's obviously something to worry about. The report came out today that said there's going to be a lot of sacrifice in Philly, and that Jaylen Brown, someone close to Jaylen Brown, said that he's going to put his ego aside. So we'll see if that stands to be true and he's willing to sacrifice. But I know.
Okay. Why not do that in fucking Boston? Hello?
I was going to say, give me the Boston rant then. Come on. Dang. I know you were sick, bro. Jaylen Brown for Paul George, a 28 first, a 2031 first. I think there was 2 seconds tossed in. Who cares? Jaylen Brown side of things, the Celtics side of things, Spinny. Come on. Give me the rant. I know you've been holding it in, man.
I just don't. I refuse. And maybe I'm an idiot and I'm very open to that being the case, but I refuse to believe that that was the best thing they could get for Jaylen Brown. Paul George is the worst contract in the league. Hello?
Or Embiid, right? Yeah.
Or Embiid, but like, hello? Like, at least Embiid is like some potential. Like, what? I just think that was a disgustingly bad trade, and I just.
Here's the thing. They obviously shopped him around. So potentially right now at this moment, this was, in quotes, the best deal they had available. What I can't get over, though, is this deal is available at any point during the season, at any single point. Why rush it? Also, teams get more desperate as the season goes on and we get closer to the trade deadline. So a contender might have been way more desperate to give you even more for Jaylen Brown at that point of the season, right? Also, it's I don't know. I get the two contract situation. Tatum and Brown, massive contracts, hard to win when they eat up like 80% of your salary cap, just 2 players. But it works. Spinny, this team goes to the Eastern Conference Finals or the Finals like every damn year with those 2. So I didn't get like the rushing through it aspect of that. I didn't. But like you said earlier, though, like maybe the locker room thing was like too much, and they just like had to just get it done right now.
And I don't get the whole, like, like you said, 80% of the cap, sure, but we're still doing it every year. So I don't understand. We're doing it right now with that being the case. So that's just what really like grinds my gears on that too. There's just something we're missing. I don't know. I don't know if there's like a Joe Maz, Brad Stevens inability to like figure out what they want to do, and Brad's like, well, you're not going to be able to do what you're going to do if we're going to trade this guy. Like, I don't know.
Right.
I don't get either. Like, Hugo Gonzalez and Bailey Shireman were really the reasons that we didn't do the Giannis trade instead.
Hey, Hugo, bro.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Like
okay,
that.
But on top of the Giannis thing, it's like that's okay. Going back to the money part, y'all want to trade Brown because you don't want two supermax players, but then you want Giannis who makes the same amount of money. So that never made sense to me either. It's like you can't say you wanted to trade Brown to get off that money when the first goal was to trade Brown for Giannis, who has that much money. Like what? Like what are we talking about?
You don't think the Wizards would give you Anthony Davis for Jaylen Brown? Like that's another thing. Like that, I would rather have done that than the trade they did. Rather have AD than Paul George.
You're probably getting picks with Paul or AD still too. Yeah.
So. Yeah. Like, I just don't, like, there's so many things, so many teams, so many options. I'd rather have Zion. You can't tell me the Pelicans weren't giving you Zion Williamson for Jaylen Brown. Like, there's too many players around the league for it to be Paul freaking George. That's all I'm saying.
God. Oh, that's... Also, we haven't even mentioned probably the most important piece of this, Spinny. They traded this man to not only a conference, but a division rival. One of the most historic rivalries in the NBA history is the Sixers versus the Celtics. And they're like, hey, let's just trade them to our organization's biggest rival other than the Lakers. Like, what are we talking about? Can you imagine trading? I'm trying to put this in NFL terms with the Vikings. Jefferson's too good, but whatever. Like a second best player like that. Trade him to fucking the Packers or the Bears. Like, what?
I think Jefferson's a great example in this scenario of like, yeah, let's just send him over to the old Green Bay guys. Let them rip it up with him.
Yeah.
Like, and then let's trade him for like, I don't know, Bo Melton and 2 firsts.
Melton.
I don't know, but that's what I'm talking about. Like, it's not even Christian Watson. Paul George is Christian Watson right now. Like, I just...
Actually, that's probably a pretty good comparison. Watson's always hurt too, so...
I guess. Christian Watson and 2 firsts for Justin Jefferson. That's what we're talking about.
Well, also, it'd actually be less than 2 firsts because NFL firsts are way more valuable than the first they gave up.
Second. First
yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah. It's funny to see. This was your reaction. Just head down. This was your reaction the moment it happened, and here we are weeks later, and you still feel the same way. So
it's just stupid. It's just plain dumb. And
it's
like,
dumb.
Jaylen Brown was cryptic as heck. I understand that. There was weirdness. Right. I'm not in the building. I don't get it.
The Twitch streams?
Yeah, the Twitch streams were weird, man. Like, I'm not... He obviously was not happy and was trying to subtweet his way out of it, which I get.
Correct.
I get that's annoying. I get that makes things awkward as F. But can we, like, have a meeting? Can we do... And maybe they did, and maybe they had to get him out of there. That's the only thing that makes sense. And that's hard for me to believe with Jaylen Brown's character. It's hard for me to believe that's who he really was. Because, yeah, he can be an ass to the media and he can want a little more attention than he gets, which I understand. He probably got a complex with Tatum getting drafted the year after him and everyone, glazing Tatum like he's literal Jesus. And then Jaylen Brown's just like,
off to the side. Yeah.
Yeah. So I get that. But I don't think it's in Brown's character to take that out on his teammates. And if that's not the case, then why be so desperate? Like, I just don't. There's just something missing. I don't know.
Yeah. Literally,
I can't explain it, and it pisses me off.
It makes no sense. The only like quote unquote explanation is the money, which again, as I pointed out, doesn't make sense because you tried to get Giannis. So yeah, I don't get it. I probably will never get it. Let's be real.
Yeah.
Let's before we hit some of these other bigger ones, let's go Wolves. In total, man, I think it was like even a 5 or 16 trade. I might even be leaving out a couple teams here, but in essence, Julius Randle to the Nets, Naz Reid to the Hornets, LaMelo to us, Nick Claxton to the Bulls. Spinny, what do you think about like the Naz? Obviously, I'm assuming you don't give a shit about Julius Randle leaving, but like the swap of let's trade one of our cultural leaders, like a dude that is probably the second most, if not the most loved player on the team behind Ant, and for LaMelo, like a completely new style of offense.
Yeah, I think it does raise our ceiling, and I do like that. I mean, I don't know about you to me, but it's been pretty obvious the last 2 playoffs that we need another guy to be able to score off the dribble and create for other humans outside of Anthony Edwards.
I mean, they were doubling his ass at half court, bro.
Yeah. So, like, LaMelo can do that way better than Julius or Nas. So,
Right.
from that perspective, I do like it. I'm worried about who's playing power forward for us.
Yeah, especially now, striking out on LeBron.
And what the depth looks like. Like, is Baron J gonna like be a thing? Like, because if not, and
I think he's gonna be good, but you gotta remember he's still like what, 20, 21 max, and also he can't shoot, so like he's only playing when Rudy's off the floor.
that's
So,
what I
like,
mean.
I
You
don't
can't
know.
play him and Rudy at
Yeah.
the same time anyway.
Right.
So I hope we can pick up a power forward piece, like a Tobias Harris style human that I know he's already gone, but like that type of player.
Right.
We just need a 3-and-D4 who can play minutes because I'm not convinced that we have enough without that right now.
Well, yeah, I'm not trying to play Jaylen at the 4. Maybe offensively that's fine, but like defensively, that means we're too small because you want Jaylen on your ball handlers or wings, not the bigs. So it's like, okay, if he's out there, then you're putting Ant, who's 6'5", on a 4-man who's 6'10". Like we're just obviously too small. We need more bodies right now. Like our basically only official 4 on the roster is basically like Trey Lyles, who wasn't even in the league last year. He was overseas last year.
Yeah, and I don't want Io starting really.
No,
Like,
I want him 6-man. I want that offense off the bench.
Agreed. And so that's the other thing. Like, man, I'd give a lot to have Dean Wade on my team right now. Or even
that would honestly be a perfect fit. Someone like that.
Yeah. So we just need a guy who can PJ Washington or like somebody who can play minutes there at the 4. If
There's
we get
still a
that,
lot of
I think
rumors.
it's good.
Right. There's still a lot of rumors. Like I think it's like I can't remember the exact number, but 30 some days from now, we're allowed to trade Josh Green. So a lot of people do think that the Josh Green salary will be moved for a 4 of some like PJ is obviously a rumored guy. You might have to attach like a DiVincenzo in there too, who's also an expiring contract. I'd take PJ. I mean, he can shoot, he can stretch floor, he's big bodied. He's also got some like feistiness to him. Like he's tough minded. So
I love all those things. My biggest thing with LaMelo Ball is the injury factor. Like if I can get a guaranteed 60 games in a playoff run, this trade's a fucking home run. But if like he's gonna be hurt half the time, then I don't know. That's my biggest concern with the whole thing.
He's also never played in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Which is a huge concern too, because you like one, he can't even stay healthy for the regular season. Well, the playoffs is its own little juggernaut race. Like, my God, I mean, how many times do you see players get hurt during the playoffs? Like, the intensity is so amped up. It's like that's when players will really get hurt. So he could survive and play 60 to 70 games regular season. That doesn't mean he's going to survive one round of the playoffs. So That's honestly the biggest concern when it comes to Melo, for sure. Let's see.
Would you rather have Jaylen Brown than LaMelo?
Man, I don't know. That one's really tough.
Io and
I think
Brown, McDaniels, Rudy.
I obviously have Jaylen Brown higher in my player ratings than LaMelo.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like you said to start off this talk, like it was clear we needed another playmaker.
Yeah.
And I don't know, like Jaylen Brown attacking off the and double, that's exciting.
Yeah.
But I don't like the ball's not really moving. It's not rocking around the court enough, I don't think, with that combination.
Agreed. And that's what I think too. I was just going back to like I would have taken what we gave for LaMelo for Jaylen Brown over what they got for Jaylen Brown. We paid more for freaking LaMelo than the Sixers did for Jaylen Brown. It's unreal.
Yeah, I mean, I would assume Naz Reid is more valuable than Paul George at this point, especially given the contract.
Naz Reid, great contract too. You hate to give that up.
Yeah, I'm gonna miss the shit out of Naz Reid. I love you, Naz Reid.
I love you too, Naz Reid, man. Naz Reid's a dog.
You are a dog. Undrafted to sixth man of the year. $30 million contract. This dude
never been scared in his life, but also not a hothead, which is such a hard combo, I feel like.
He has never once complained or been a locker room cancer. No. He's just beloved everywhere. So Charlotte, y'all got a good one for real.
Agreed. Naz Reid, I love this city from the perspective too. Naz Reid billboards be all over this MFer right now. There's one right outside my house, like literally I could walk there in 5 minutes that says thank you, Naz Reid. So it's been up since the trade. So
actually though?
Yeah.
Oh, I missed that last time I was up
there.
It
was facing the other direction, so it's when you're coming back that you can see it. But yeah, crazy.
All the towels, all the tattoos that dude gave out for like $10 or $20, whatever it was. Those people are like, damn it.
Cult. It's like a cult classic movie. That's what Naz Reid was.
Literally, like his fan club is insane. Naz Reid, just because you're on a different team, I'm still gonna love you forever, Naz.
Yeah.
So
I want to rock a Naz Reid Charlotte jersey on the low.
Low key, that would be pretty fire.
Yeah,
he's gonna look fire in a Charlotte jersey.
Literally.
Can we actually before we very quick comment? What do you think about like the new approach to the Hornets?
I don't
because obviously Miles Bridges is out and LaMelo's out.
They're betting a lot that Brandon Miller is really freaking good. Because
Con.
Yeah, but Con has a ceiling. Let's be real.
But I'm saying if they're doing this, they feel like that ceiling's higher. I feel like.
I just think Con has an athletic ceiling. Maybe. But Con's ceiling is Klay Thompson, probably. So, like, if that's, what you're thinking. But that means, like, they think Brandon Miller's, like, I don't know, Paul George level, all-star. At least.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So, I mean prime Paul George. I like Paul George. I hate to be the Paul George hater guy, but, like, geez.
Oh, yeah. This is only money-based and age-based.
Yes.
We all know Paul George 5 years ago, whatever, 10 years ago. Dude was a monster. So we're not hating on Paul George in that regard.
No, agreed. But I mean Kobe White, Con, Brandon Miller, who's their
Nas and Moose Diabate.
Yeah. They have a couple other bigs too that could get potential.
They drafted that rookie from Washington. He seems like he's going to be a double machine.
Yeah. So I don't know. It's interesting. I think, I think they sold high on LaMelo. I do. And I think that was part of it is they were on the other side of the injury risk department where it's like, well, he played a full season. It was his best one. If we trade him now, we're going to get the most we're probably ever going to get for him unless he takes that leap that we don't think he's going to take.
Right. Exactly. They did fill out their bench with some solid vets, Grayson Allen, Dorian Finney-Smith, and Royce O'Neal, too. So they're kind of a deep team. They don't necessarily have the high-end star power, but they have a lot of quality players.
I also don't think we need LaMelo to take that leap here, necessarily, for it to be – Ant's already there. I just
Ant's
need you
there.
to be the two.
We need LaMelo to be healthy and playing.
Yeah.
Jaylen to take a step forward scoring, which I think he can. And then I'm super high on Io. I think like we haven't seen what that dude can really be yet.
You think so? You think we're going to get better Io than we've seen so far?
I think he could be an 18-point per game scorer off the bench.
Interesting.
I mean,
if you're right, then we're going to be solid. If we can get a power forward that can hit some threes and play some D.
Right. I just think like when you increased Io's usage last year, he was extremely good. Obviously, with the outlier being the 40-point playoff game, right?
Yeah.
Obviously, there was no Ant in that game, so the usage will never be that high.
Yeah.
But still, just more shot opportunities because, like, his first couple of games in Minnesota, he was just kind of like sitting in the corner, not really doing anything.
True.
But Io is this super fast player, gets downhill whenever he wants, can shoot threes. So, yeah, I mean, you're looking at a 50, 40, 90 almost guy with 15-plus points per game. Like, he could win Sixth Man of the Year next year.
Because I was a little bit surprised we didn't trade Io for LaMelo. Maybe that's not what the Hornets wanted, obviously, but that was a surprise to me with the new contract we gave him. Anyways, on to the next.
Giannis is on the move, no longer a Milwaukee Buck, the one who brought him a title first time since what, like the 70s? The only other time the Bucks won a title. Traded to the Heat with Bobby Portis for Tyler Hero, Jakachunas, Jaime Jaquez, Khalil Ware, a 26 first, which turned into Nate Ament, is who they selected, a 2031 and 2033 unprotected, as well as a 2030 pick swap. Holy shit, they basically traded their whole roster, other than Bam, for Giannis. What do you think?
The guy from
Which
Tennessee,
side do you
right?
want? Yeah, the Tennessee dude. Which side do you want to start with? The Bucks side or the Miami side here?
Let's start with the Bucks side that it's finally over. Holy crap.
It's over. No more listening to this shit, man.
I feel like the two longest things in my life are aspiration and Giannis. So it's like finally we get one of them to be off the board. It's like it was gone. The horse was kicked so many times that it was like a literal non-existent anymore.
It was so annoying.
It was beaten. It was atrocious. So I get it. We had to get rid of him. I don't hate the haul. I think, I think it was probably the most that they were going to get as far as I think Jaime has some top end ability potentially and Hero, obviously we know what Hero is. I think 3 on a championship team is potential for him. So
Khalil Ware was good in his starts last year too.
Yeah, and Khalil Ware is young and good. So it sounds like there's a chance they trade Tyler Hero. Anyway.
Yeah, he is due an extension, so I'm assuming given they suck, they don't want to trade him. But at the same time, with the new rules, it's like you can't actually be the worst team in the league, though.
Yeah.
So I thought they would maybe want to.
You can for 1 year.
Right, but remember, it's like reverse odds. So like technically, the worst 3 teams have worse odds than like 4 through like 8 or whatever.
Yeah.
So it's only by a couple of percentage points, but still, like you're going to be enticed to win at least a little bit.
Yeah. So let's not lose on purpose.
Which thank God. But
and from the Heat side, you had to do it again. Like again, the Heat get free agents.
You just had to do it. Yeah.
The Heat get free agents. So you're gonna get people to fill out the roster. Like you're gonna be able to make some things work there, get some guard play in that isn't bottom tier. But they gotta put shooters everywhere. That's got to be their slogan, shooters everywhere.
They need more. They need more shooters. They don't have enough yet.
Well, and Giannis and Bam playing together, like you're already in the...
Yeah, that's so weird.
Yeah. They're going to be good as freak defensively, though. They are going to be hard to score on, man.
Yeah.
Spoelstra's going to have fun, I think, because I think he loves coming up with creative ways to generate points. And I think his defense is going to be good enough that if he can come up with a few creative ways to generate points during games, it's really going to affect their winning or not.
Hey, sometimes the best offense is your defense. So
yeah, and they're going to have to play in transition.
Get out and run. Yeah, exactly.
I mean, Giannis is an unreal transition player, and so is Bam. Right. So it's going to be.
Davion Mitchell's pretty fast. He likes to get out.
Davion Mitchell's gonna have a big role. We're about to see how good this man is because he's gonna get 30 minutes a night.
I don't know about the scoring, but that dude can guard the shit out of it too. Between those three players, my God, dude, they got defenders.
Yeah.
They did sign Tim Hardaway Jr. That was a great get for them. That dude was third in sixth man of the year last year.
He was.
People forget about how good he was. Yeah.
He's gonna get 30 minutes a night too.
He loves it, man. He's gonna shoot 15 times a game.
He's gonna get so many open shots.
So many.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. Like, this one I'm kind of torn with because it's like, I think that's like a pretty good haul. But then at the same time, like from the Heat standpoint, it's like you obviously just do that trade.
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't know.
I just think the top end has got to be the picks. And Milwaukee's counting on Giannis. What was the last one? 2031?
2033 even now.
2033. So like 7 years from now, Giannis ain't going to be good. And
it's probably not even in the league at that point.
Yeah. And the Heat do this thing where they get a star, they're really good, and then they're friggin' bad and trying to figure it out. And so I think, like, if Milwaukee hits on that, then it's a great trade. But that's what they're playing for, essentially, which I don't mind.
The Raptors, we got to talk about the Kawhi trade, even though we have no idea if it's going through or not. Kawhi to the Raptors for Brandon Ingram, Gray Dick, a 2031 and 2033 unprotected first, as well as a 27 pick swap. How much does this raise the ceiling for the Raptors, Spinny? Obviously, this is a team that was already good at defense. You add Kawhi. You got Giannis and Bam, kind of like the big defensive combo. Now you got the forward combo in Toronto and Scotty Barnes and Kawhi. That's going to be clamps up there. But can we really rely on Kawhi to be healthy for a playoff run? Like, I don't know how much this actually raises their ceiling.
I think it raises their ceiling from the perspective that Kawhi is not going to have to play as much in the regular season. Like, I can see his minutes being less and his game, his rest games being more because the Toronto can regular season games without him. And so I think, like, from that perspective, if they really lean into I can't believe I'm using this word in 2026, but if they really lean into the load management of it, then, I think that does raise their ceiling a bit. Because Kawhi last year was insane.
He was fucking unreal, dude. Yeah.
Like, actually crazy. So I think that's.
He's very good. He is going to get eased through the regular season for sure. We haven't seen him make it through a playoff run since 2019 when he won it with the Raptors, which is 7 years ago, right? So it's one of those where I need to see it to believe it, but like obviously on paper, going from Brandon Ingram to Kawhi Leonard is quite an upgrade.
Yeah, and they didn't give up much that I care about. So
no, exactly. They don't care about Ingram or especially his contract, and then they don't. Grady Dick was a bust anyways. So
yeah, and I think a lot of this is Toronto trying to give up less for Kawhi if he's suspended. I don't really think Toronto gives a crap if he's actually suspended or not. I think they're just going to say, let me take one of those firsts away or give me something else.
Right. Yeah, that's true. That's a wait and see, Hardee's and Hardos. Obviously, this aspiration shit has been going on for damn near a year now. Somehow it's still not done. Whatever. I don't get it. It pisses me off, honestly, that we still have to hear about it.
Giannis, the war in Ukraine, and aspiration. Things I feel like are consistently never ending right now.
Just living our lives forever.
Yeah.
For real. Walker Kessler traded to the Lakers for 2031 and 33 first and 2 swaps in 28 and 2030. Also extended 4 for 130. This is just an overpay for Walker Kessler. I'm sorry. The dude plays like 30 games a year. 2 unprotected first in the future. You might not even be good. You might not even have Luka by then. The swaps, I guess, who really cares? But then you pay him $30 million. I don't know. I get Walker Kessler on paper. I get the analytics. I get all that argument. But the dude just does not play.
Yeah.
He doesn't.
Lakers be desperate as beep for a center. So I get it. they're really going white guys on parade out there and trying to freaking win, but I don't love it either.
Oh man.
And I would have much rather spent it on a wing that can play defense. Like, that's what I don't understand is like, how can we not spend this money on a wing that can play defense? But whatever.
Well, and it's like now you're done. Your moves are over. Your next move is to trade Austin Reeves or Luka, pretty much.
Yeah.
Because if Kessler stays hurt, you're not going to be able to get off that contract. You're going to have to attach picks to do it, which you don't have any more picks. You traded your remaining picks to get Kessler. And now you have those three players making up like 85% of your cap. Like, what are we talking about?
And even
I get it, but
even if it all works out, who's guarding anybody?
exactly.
Who's guarding a wing or a point guard? Like, that's what I just don't understand.
Yeah.
And
they obviously are a playoff team. I'm not saying like this is a scrub roster. They're going to make playoffs. They have Luka Doncic, Austin Reeves, two guys that score over 25 a game. Yeah. But they have zero defense anywhere. If Kessler's on the court, they have some rim protection. But when he's hurt or out of the game, they have no one to guard anybody.
Literally. And like,
yeah,
who are the freaking wings on their roster?
I don't even know. I know they have a bunch of guards and a bunch of 4s and 5s. I don't really think they have like a true like small forward combo forward.
Oh, the guy they signed, the Seton Hall dude that played with the who did he play with last year? Sandro.
A dude with the Seton Hall?
Yes, the Seton Hall dude.
Mamu? Yeah.
He averaged 11 a game last year, Toronto.
Mamu is like more of like a true 4 though. Like, he's too slow-footed to guard like actual like perimeter-based forwards and wings. Like,
yeah,
like Quentin Grimes. Quentin Grimes is going to be their best defender, dude.
Other forwards on their team include Jake LaRavia and Dalton Connect.
What?
Lots of defense being played there, I think. I still think the old Vandoski is going to get a ton of minutes as well.
He's going to have to. He's going to have to play.
Because he can play D. Can't shoot, but he can play D.
Oh, my gosh. That is going to be an interesting team to watch, that's for sure. Spinny, the Ja Morant. You can add that to the Giannis thing, too. That thing went on for ages. They were trying to get rid of this man. Ultimately traded for Jeremy Grant, who is among one of the worst contracts in the league, given his stat line and his availability.
Which we knew the second he signed it, by the way.
Correct. Exactly. And Chris Murray, not even the worst Murray brother. Those two players for Ja, straight up. That's all it was.
Biggest value tank I've ever seen.
Facts. That's insane to think about.
3 years ago, you probably would have traded 98% of the league for Ja.
Bro, they got 4 first-round picks for Desmond Bane.
Yeah.
They didn't get one for Ja. Not one.
That's just unreal. I hope he can turn around and be something. But also like Scoot and Dame and Ja.
And Drew Holiday and Shadon Sharp.
And Drew Holiday and Shadon Sharp, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know how you find minutes for those 5 dudes that are all point guards or tiny shooting guards.
Well, I tell you what, Scoot's not playing anymore at this point. He's just not.
That's kind of a shame.
It is a shame. Dame, he had stretches last year. Dame's gonna have to. I think their plan is Dame at the 2, which makes sense. He's the lead shooter. Ja at the 1. I mean, Shadon is like.
Who are Dame and Ja guarding?
I don't know exactly. Even Shadon too. He can't guard a lick either. Shadon's probably off the bench because they're probably 6-man. Then they start Tumani Kamara and obviously Denny Avdia.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be a weird fit. Very interesting choice. But again, you would trade
Chris
Murray and Jeremy Grant for him. It might as well take a swing, right?
You got to trade Shaden Sharp or Scoot now. I just don't see how you keep those 5 guys.
100%. Last trade, we're going to literally one comment on it. I just have to bring it up because a former number 1 pick was traded. Spinny, Lou Dort to the Hawks, Ricochet to the Mavs, 3 seconds to the Thunder. What does that say about Zachary Ricochet? That dude was just drafted in the 24 draft, and he's getting traded for Lou Dort. Like, what?
Yeah. I think the Hawks are really regretting not taking Alex Sarr at this particular moment.
Or frickin' Stephon Castle.
Well, yeah, but I don't know if
Donovan Clingan, like somebody, anybody.
Agreed. Any of those 3 next picks would have been
right. Obviously, Sarr went number 2, but yeah.
Yeah. We'll see. I mean, Dallas is the place for that type of guy to go to be good. So who knows? But
yeah,
I don't have a ton of faith.
Yeah, no, I think he's one
of
the worst.
Pick fest in Dallas, though. Kyrie,
for real.
And Ricochet.
Yeah, 3 of them. That's crazy. Couple contracts, and then we'll move on from the NBA. Donovan Mitchell, holy bag, Spinny. 4 for $273. Good Lord. Is that one of those where you just have to? Like he's good, he brings your steal.
Yeah, $68 million a year.
Man, I don't know though. Like that seems like way too much money to pay Donovan Mitchell.
I mean, it is.
Also, a trade kicker. They're going to get penalized or whatever. I can't remember off the top of my head, but a trade kicker is built into this deal too.
Which blows my mind. Why does Donovan Mitchell want to stay in Cleveland? That doesn't make any sense to me, really.
Well, probably because he watched the Knicks win a championship and their roster get filled out and no more money left because that was obviously the place he wanted to go.
Yeah. And I think he likes being the guy that gets to take shots whenever he wants.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Which is kind of a shame because I would love to see D. Mitch as the second best player on a team. I think that would be so cool and fun.
That's what I'm kind of saying. Like, I don't think they're ever going to win the championship because he can't be your best player. I'm sorry. He's extremely good player. Very good. He's an all-NBA player.
Yeah.
But if you're paying Donovan Mitchell $70 million, you're just not going to be able to construct a good enough team. I just don't think.
Yeah. But, like, Donovan Mitchell on the Spurs, that I'd like to see.
Right. Exactly.
Or, like, a situation where you got a bunch of guards around him that can play defense and his bad D doesn't matter and you got Wemby. I just want to see him somewhere like that, but I don't think it'll happen.
Well, it's too late now with that deal. Austin Reeves, 4 for $180, $45 million per season. That's a little more than I thought he was going to get, but for a guy that just scored 26 a game last year, I mean, it makes sense, I guess, right?
That deal's going to look awesome in 2 years, I think.
I think so too. But again, you're just same Donovan Mitchell argument. It's well, then you're paying him along with Luka. We already talked about it, right? 2 guys that can't fucking guard anybody. So,
but I also think you're not paying him $70 million. There's a big difference between $60 million and $45 million. So.
Also, yes, 100%. Also, you got to take care of your homegrown guys. This is an undrafted player, right?
Yeah.
He's been on your team the whole time. I think you gotta take care of guys like that and keep them around. So I get that standpoint too. Trae Young, 212 for 4. This is just purely because the Wizards have money to spend, right? Otherwise, there's no way he would have got this deal. Because what are we talking about?
I can't believe Trae Young just got another $200 million.
53 per year, Spinny. Trae Young, bro.
That's going to be a bad one in 3 years when teams are trying to send him to – it's going to be trying to be traded every day.
Yes. But like I said, money-wise, it makes sense, right? All their other players are on rookie deals. They have to actually hit a minimum amount of salary, too. So, you got to pay somebody.
They actually have to.
There's a minimum. A lot of people don't realize there is a minimum you have to spend. So, last one, Spinny. Wemby got his rookie extension 5 for $252. He elected to go this year instead of waiting next year to get the 30% supermax. So he got the 25% max. He left roughly $15 million on the table. He's taking a little page out of your boy Jalen Brunson's book, huh?
A little page.
A little
tiny page.
Not 100 mil. He didn't leave 100 mil like Brunson, but 50 mil.
Yeah. So I think it's good. I'm a little surprised it's taken this long for players to do this in the NBA. I feel like this has been the NFL thing for ever. Brady took pay cuts for freaking years on years on years. So,
right.
But it's cool. I think it's smart. I think it allows you to do a lot of things with the level that you're at, and you obviously are going to have to pay Harper and Castle. So,
yeah, for sure. Hopefully, they definitely hope they can get off De'Aaron Fox at that point.
Yeah, I mean, I think they're going to try to get De'Aaron Fox soon either way. I think they might
even do that this year because you
want those guys to go to Harper and Castle.
Yeah, and you obviously have to pay those guys. Otherwise, you keep Fox, you can't pay both of them. So
yeah.
All right, that is it for the NBA. I think we're pretty much wrapped up. Obviously, there was a bunch of other more minor moves. Just go ahead and Google NBA offseason summary, something like that. Go to images. I'm sure some of y'all hard as have seen the pictures, the graphics on social media of all the new players in their new jerseys. It's crazy to look at. So if you haven't seen it, go look at them. It's incredible.
Did you just tell them to go Google it? What are you?
I Googled it because I couldn't find it. I couldn't find it on Twitter, so I just Googled it and it came up right away. I'm just saying. What do you say?
We got Boomer Bus.
So Google is outdated now? Is that what you're saying?
It's Boomer Bus, baby.
A multi-billion-dollar company is outdated? That's what you're saying?
I just can't believe you told somebody to Google something like that. Just the word Google it. I felt like it was 2004 again.
Whatever. Fine, use your AI. Go to ChatGPT and ask them, and they'll give you something.
That's even worse. That's even worse.
You wanted me to get with the time, so
fine.
All right, we're gonna transition off NBA basketball in general. Talk a little MLB here, and we'll finish off with some WNBA. Spinny, first thing MLB wise, I want to ask you what do you think about the new ABS system, automatic ball strike? Because I've been loving it.
I love it. I think it's amazing. I think it creates a bunch of drama. I think it's just so fast. It's so fast. It's crazy how fast it is.
Yes.
Great. As much as I have burned down the Rob Manfred flags over time, the last two decisions he's made with the pitch clock and the challenge have both been freaking awesome. So credit where credit's due.
Yeah, couldn't agree more. What about let's talk some certain players that surprised you in a good or bad way. I have to mention Cal Raleigh. Spinny, I don't think you understand how atrocious this man has been. This dude hit 60 home runs last year, 125 RBIs, as we know. His stat line right now through 74 games. First off, he only has 45 hits on the season, on pace for around 90 hits, not even going to hit 100. Last year, he had 147 hits. Batting average, 165. Cal Raleigh, 165. 269 on base percentage. Slugging is only at 300. For comparison, last year, his slugging, 589. Almost cut that thing in half. What? Obviously, we know, we talked about it a lot on this pod. That's the MLB for you. Ups and downs. But this seems like something different, dude. This is he's playing so bad. If it wasn't for his name, he would be in the minor leagues right now. They would have sent him down.
Agreed.
I don't know what's going on with him, but I had to say something about him because that's just insane to me.
That is unreal. I went with old reliables surprising me, and I don't know why reliables surprise me, but Luis Ariz is on another team hitting 330 again, top 5 in the league in batting.
What team is he on now again?
He's on the Giants.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yep, hitting 326 on the Giants.
God damn it, Luis.
Kyle Schwarber is 33 years old with 33 bombs on the Phillies still. I thought Kyle Schwarber was going to be out of the league 4 years ago, and now all of a sudden it's just I'm just going to hit 45 bombs a year. It's fine.
He's aging like fine wine, man. He's just keeps getting better, it seems like.
That's one's crazy. Sonny Gray? Question mark. 13 wins for the Boston Red Sox right now.
He's like 13-2 or something too, I think.
Yeah. 13 and 12. Sorry, 12 wins. 12-2, 2.78 ERA, which is 14th, and a 1.16 WHIP, which is 24th in the MLB. Sonny Gray. Still
insane.
Throwing bombs at 36. And then the
He's 36 now?
What?
Wait, hold up. Sonny Gray's 36 years old now?
36 years old, yeah.
Holy shit. I would not have guessed that.
Still doing it. And then our boy Chris Sale, who has just still been absolutely unreal.
He's killing it.
All the things, all the injuries, all the things. Still an unreal human, unreal pitcher. He has a 2.19 ERA, which is third in the league, 134 Ks, which is 11th, and a 1.05 WHIP, which is 10th. Currently, not like no question, top 10 pitcher in the league.
Yeah, 37. Chris Sale, man, 37. Yeah. Wow, that's insane. Kind of I'll just keep on the pitcher track then. These year two guys, Spinny, I don't know what they've been eating for breakfast every day, but good Lord, Jacob Mizorowski, Cam Schlittler, and Chase Burns are absolutely destroying the league this year. Spinny, Burns is tied with Sonny Gray for second amongst some other people at 12 wins in the MLB. The Miz first in ERA in the league. Schlittler second. Burns fourth. Three of the top four players. These are year two guys. Yep. Truly year two guys. In terms of strikeout, Miz, number one. Schlittler, tied for third. At least two of them are in the top five in every major stat for pitching. I just don't understand. I truly don't. How, yes, they had solid rookie years for sure, right? Especially Schlittler and the Miz. Burns's was a little up and down, but for them to just like click it on like this quick is insane. And they might be your next Sonny Gray, your Chris Sales, these guys that are just around for decade plus, right? Like we might be having to learn these guys' names for the foreseeable future.
Bro, the Miz has a 1.58 ERA.
1.58.
Schlittler is second with 2.07.
What are we talking about, dude?
His ERA is 0.06 better than second place.
Yeah.
30% better than anyone else. That's unworldly, bro.
Chase Burns is at fourth, who's at 2.4, almost a whole point behind him.
Yeah.
Yeah, 11-4. First in the MLB in ERA and strikeouts and WHIP. So, yeah, Jacob Mizorowski, 24 years old only, well on his way to his first Cy Young.
Missick from the Guardians is a whole point behind him, 2.59, and he is seventh in ERA in the league.
It's just incredible, honestly. Part of the reason why the Brewers are still elite team.
Two points behind him is 28th in the league. A 2-point worse ERA.
A 3.59 or whatever.
A 3.58 is 27th.
What the hell, dude? I don't get it. I have to continue with the young guys, so I'm going to talk about a batter. Jordan Walker, Spinny. This dude, we wrote him off. I don't know about you. I wrote his ass off. I thought he was a straight bust. Former top 3 pick in the MLB draft. Absolutely garbage his first couple of years in the league. And this dude has got 22 bombs, batting 285 with 77 RBIs. It's like, sweet, the 1 year I don't try to draft this dude in fantasy, he just finally lives up to the hype and is going fucking nuclear. So screw you, Jordan Walker.
That's a great one. Another surprise for me is Mr. hasn't been good since 2022, Dylan Cease, who decided to.
Oh, yeah, he's killing it.
Again. What the heck?
Yeah.
2.46 ERA, which is sixth, 167 Ks, which is second, and a 1.09 WHIP, which is 13th. So really good season from Cease.
Yeah, he's killing it for sure. One last guy I'm gonna shout out, kind of along your track, the old reliables. He's not old, but he's been reliable every year. This is not a surprise. Just want to shout out his domination. That's Yordan Alvarez, well on his way to being MVP of the AL. Third in the MLB in batting average. He's batting .323. He is first in home runs, 34 bombs. Also third in RBIs. So in total, .323 batting average, 34 bombs, 78 RBIs. And we just passed the All-Star break. This dude might have 60 bombs, bat over 300 with 60 bombs and like 140 ribbies. Like, what are we talking about?
That is unreal. Yeah, he's unreal.
What about
teams?
like teams? Like, just looking at the standings here, like what's kind of surprising there standings wise?
The Blue Jays having so many good players but being so bad? I don't understand.
I had that written down too.
Like,
they're ass. I don't get it.
Yeah, I don't know how they're 14 games under 500. They really can't.
This team was they were in the freaking World Series last year, dude.
They were in the World Series last year, and they have a worse record than the Twins and are 14 games back in the East.
Yeah, can't score. They are last in runs scored in the American League. Last.
Yeah.
They have less runs scored than the freaking Athletics and Angels, bro.
Yep. Which is crazy because, they only have given up 480 runs, which is like in the top 3 or 4 in the AL. So that's where it's like tough too. They've pitched well and played good D. They just can't score.
Obviously, a big surprise is the Chicago White Sox lead our division.
Yeah.
Spinny, the Chicago White Sox.
The worst record of all time, Chicago White Sox.
They're 5 games over 500. How?
That's crazy.
I don't
Credit
get that.
to them. Their offenses went way more dummy than it had in the previous years, and they've gotten enough.
Second in runs scored.
Yeah.
Wait, am I reading? Are you seeing this too? That the Twins are first in the AL in runs scored?
I think we are. Yeah.
What?
I'm pretty sure we are. Mm-hmm. Only team to score more. And I mean, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 NL teams that have scored higher. So.
Well, that's another thing I think we both are a little surprised on is how much better the freaking NL is than the AL.
Yep. I mean,
I count 10 teams with 500 or better records in the NL, and I only see 6 500 or better in the AL.
Yeah. That's
pretty depressing.
Literally.
It used to be flipped for like how many years straight?
Literally forever. Forever has been the NL being much worse, but yeah, they've just the Dodgers are crazy. I mean, they have 4 teams with over 60 wins, and it's just the Rays and Yankees. It's just it's just a lot better teams, a lot better batters. Again, Twins are first in the AL and 8th in the MLB. 7 teams scored higher in the NL than anyone in the AL. That's unreal.
That is actually insane. We'll finish MLB talking Twins here, Spinny. 53 and 54. I mean, I obviously thought we'd be worse than that at this point of the season, not going to lie. But we have Byron Buxton balling out, Joe Ryan, Taj Bradley. Those guys have been good. Solid seasons from Brooks Lee, Cody Clemens, Jeffers, and Josh Bell. That gets us almost a 500 record. I don't even want to ask you this question, but I have to. Should we buy or sell at the deadline?
I mean, I think the answer is honestly neither, unless we're like buying on the low. I would buy a middle reliever or 2, but I think that's it. I'm not spending big money.
I agree. I just didn't want to ask you because even if we were above 500, we know what the answer would be, and that would be probably sell or not do anything because of the pull-outs. So
we could have 70 wins right now, and we'd be like, not doing anything. So
hey, also friendly reminder that we 2 guys that we didn't need to trade at the deadline last year, 2 young players in Jax and Duran were both freaking all-stars this year. Sweet, cool. Sweet, lovely.
Yep, 2 all-star closers, both on our roster, traded both of them. Love that for us. Yeah, I hope we can go on a little streak and try to, make the playoffs. But listen, I mean, when our starting 3 pitchers are probably going to be Bailey Ober, Tony Bradley, and Joe Ryan in playoff games, I'm not going to be super confident.
Taj Bradley? What do you mean? Come on.
Wow. Is it Taj Bradley? Sorry. Tony Bradley's a center, I think.
Tony Bradley's in the NBA, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I just don't. I'm sorry, but I'm not super confident in that one.
Yeah, needless to say. All right, let's finish off episode 132. Jumping back to basketball, this time the WNBA. They just had their All-Star break. Spinny. I feel like the WNBA is like really starting to explode. Obviously, it already has these last couple of years, but like this year, especially like in terms of popularity, like I just see like there's a lot of discourse going on social media. Like it's kind of turned into the NBA from that standpoint, where like people like get legit heated at these games, or like legit heated over other people's opinions, and like there's just a lot of social media discourse going on, which I didn't know if I ever thought I would see that day when the NBA got to that point, or the WNBA. Sorry,
it's lit. I love it. I love how popular
I love it too.
The stars are big though. You got to
give
like they're just It's like all of them, like Wilson and Clark and Reese and Collier and like there's a million I'm not mentioning, Stewie and like just so many. It's really crazy to me that the Lynx have the best record by 3 games in the league and our best players played 1 game. That
1 game, bro,
is really cool. Olivia Miles is
like, what are we talking about?
Like, unreal.
She's phenomenal, dude.
What a lucky decision for us that she didn't come out the year before, waited, and then because of the AZ Fudd situation was the number 2 pick and a pick we randomly traded that we got. Like, I can't believe that is how that all worked out for us.
Yeah, and that was from the year before when we just traded back like 2 or 3 spots and got the team's future first to do so, and then they were terrible, so we got picked 2 from it.
Yeah, so that has been crazy for me.
How about Marina Mabrey? I don't even know if I pronounced her last name correctly. 53 points, Spinny. She tied the WNBA record this year, too, so that happened.
Yeah, 21 a game as well. She's top 5 in the league in scoring for the new Toronto team, which is really cool.
She can shoot the shit out of it.
She can. 3.3 threes a game. She's unreal. How about the Valkyries being good? Valkyrie's second best team in the league right now.
Definitely did not see that coming.
I didn't see that coming as well. Gabby Williams, you remember probably from UConn.
Yes.
She's been their best player. But
good.
A lot of like older type, rejected type players on this team. That kind of it reminds me of the Lynx pre-fee. Right? Like a lot of just dogs doing their thing, a lot of balance, 14, 13, 12, 8, 8, 7, just a bunch of spreading it around and playing good team ball. So that's been an interesting thing that I didn't see coming either.
How about this woman named Asia Wilson, the GOAT? I mean, like if somehow she wasn't crowned the GOAT already, like is it just solidified at this point that she's about to get her 5th MVP, bro? She already has the most at 4.
Yeah, for the
26, 9.5 with 3 assists and 3.5 stocks, basically 26, 10, 3 and 4 on 53, 44, 84 splits. What are we talking about, bro?
Asia Wilson has 1, 2, 3. Asia Wilson has played 9 seasons. 21, 9, and 2 on 50% from the field, 38% from 3, and 82 from the free throw line.
And how many stocks? Probably 3 stocks a game for her career, too.
Yeah, stocks. She will be at 3.3 stocks a game. 2 blocks, 1.3 steals a game.
Oh, my gosh. Parties of Hardos, y'all got to remember The WNBA games are 8 minutes shorter. They're only 40-minute games. This woman's only playing like 28, 30, 32 minutes a night and doing this shit. It's
For her
actually
career,
insane, dude.
she's 31 minutes and 22 points for her career.
It just blows my mind how good she is. It really does. Like we're talking, she's got like what 3 DPOYs, I believe. She's about to get her 5th MVP this year. It's incredible. It truly is.
The Caitlin Clark, Kelsey Mitchell combination
that's filthy.
Very disgusting.
What is that? That's like damn near 45 points a game right there.
Yeah, 23 and 21.
Yeah.
Kelsey Mitchell reminds me of like Russell Westbrook sometimes with just how like downhill she gets and how fast she is, and like
she's like Russ but with a 3-point shot. She got a burner too.
She does. But like when she gets downhill like that, it just reminds me of Russ. But she's shooting 42.5% from 3 on 2.7 or sorry, on 6.4 threes a game. Caitlin Clark 34 on 7.6. So Kelsey Mitchell's got a strap, bro. But that downhill drive stuff just reminds me of Russ, of how like unreal aggressive she is. Also, Olivia Miles, 8th in the league in scoring, 19.3 a game, 49.4 from the field, and 35.8 from 3 as a rookie. 6 assists and 4.7 rebounds.
Yep, 19 points as well.
Olivia Miles, 6 and 5 on 50% as a rookie.
Let's finish this segment, this episode. A little more Lynx. Olivia Miles. So now we got feedback, we mentioned, right?
Yep.
Bro, do you realize that we literally have a lineup that could roll out in an all-star game?
Yeah.
We have Olivia Miles, who was an all-star this year. Check. She's the runaway rookie of the year. She's also tied for 2nd right now in MVP odds with Paige Beckers behind A'ja Wilson. Courtney Williams, all-star this year. Check. That's 2 all-stars. 15, 5, and 4. She's a 3-time all-star. Courtney Williams. Kayla McBride, all-star snub this year. She didn't make it, but she's a 5-time all-star, also averaging a career-high 18 points per game. That's 3 all-stars. Nafisa Collier, as we know, that's a perennial MVP candidate. Her last 3 years combined, Spinny, this is her stat line. Last 3 years combined, 22, 8.5, 3 assists, and 3 stocks. Second, 4th are her MVP finishes in the last 3 years. Oh, sweet. We add her back to that mix. That's 4 all-stars. Our 5th starter, our center, Natasha Howard, 3-time all-star, also was an all-star this year, and is 2nd in DPOY odds right now as we speak. We literally have 5 all-stars in the starting line. Like,
we have 5.
Literally do.
I mean, Fee's going to average this much, so I'm just going to say we have 5 humans averaging 15 a game.
What, like?
That's 75 points for 5 guys.
22 and 6, women. Like you mentioned. 21 and 6 of that is without Fee.
Yeah. Crazy.
Oh my God, I just can't wait to watch the pick and roll with Fee and Olivia Miles.
Oh, I know.
How do you guard that, especially with Courtney Williams and Caleb McBride are spacing?
Courtney Williams and Caleb McBride are the people you got to help off of.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's go, dude. Is it title or bust?
Duh.
At this point?
Duh. I mean, look, Vegas is obviously good. I'm sorry. Vegas is good. Dallas is good. Indy is good. I think outside of that, I don't know if I'm.
You can't. Really, I don't think you can really rule out the Liberty either. But
yeah, don't they have an injury? Is Stewie out?
Stewie played in the All-Star game. Sabrina might be out though. Maybe that's.
I thought they had an injury, so that's why I said that. But I mean, obviously, A'ja Wilson, Jackie Young, and Chelsea Gray for Vegas is kind of a
champs.
3-headed monster. That's obviously going to be really hard to stop as well.
Well, Spinny, the Lynx, they need to go 13-3 the rest of the season to set the WNBA wins record in a season. 34
is the wins record right now?
Yes, 34. It's tied with 2 teams. Winning percentage-wise, it's not us, but it was last year. Yeah, last year the Lynx went 34-10, and the Aces went 34-6 2 or 3 years ago. Obviously, there's more games now, right? But
Yeah.
so win percentage wise, we won't set the record.
Yep.
But in terms of total wins, we could set the record if we go 13-3.
That's interesting.
Yeah. All I gotta
Let's go
say,
get it.
I'm going to the Aces and Lynx game next week, Saturday. I can't wait, dude. It's gonna be electric.
That's gonna be
Olivia
lit.
Miles, Asia Wilson. My gosh, bro.
It's gonna be star power. That's crazy. That's gonna be fun.
Yeah, it is. Well, Hardos, we appreciate y'all for tuning in. We apologize again for the delay, but as y'all know, it's the dead of the summer right now. There ain't shit going on.
Days. NBA's been
Nothing.
crazy though. Can't believe Bron's a Sixer. And
Yeah, what?
The Boston Celtics are dumb. Thank you, Hardos and Hardos. Appreciate y'all. Have a great day and hug your friends and family.